Hello everyone, my name is Ursula Del Mar and welcome back to my channel. So today, we're feeling a little low on energy, sadly. I think it's just cause we had a show last night and then I drank a little too much, and then today it's just recovery and whatever. We're here, my energy is at a 0, so we need to really turn it up right now. You know, but the makeup is cute. We have a show tonight, so I was like, okay. Plus Survivor came out last night, so we watched that. Okay, so tonight we will be talking about Survivor Winners at Wars, episode 4, I believe, yes, because we just watched episode 5, which was last night. So tonight we're gonna talk about episode 4, which was the previous one. I mean, we're 1 week behind, but that's fine because, you know, we're still learning, we're still doing everything that we have to, and that's the tea. So, let's just start off by recapping. Last episode, on the last one, Ethan went home. Ethan went home, he wasn't the target, it was Poverty, but because Adam spilled the tea, it ended up being Ethan. So, casualties of war, I guess. I'm not sure if I'm loving this angle though. I think we'll go like this. My eyelashes are a little crooked. That is because I feel like they're just crooked. So I'm just trying to find the best angle. So then Ethan is eliminated. He gives his fire token to Poverty because they were close. And then that basically the episode starts with Adam just trying to explain himself that night because he was 1 point away from being eliminated, but he didn't, so yeah. Okay, so we're gonna try and do this quickly, not quickly, but I feel like I'm just pausing too much and the flow is just not there for this video, and I think it's just because I'm just tired and I'm at no energy level right now, and it's just really messing me up right now. But it's fine because, you know, we're still getting used to this. I apologize because this one, I like the last video because I felt I got really in depth, but this one I feel it's just not, I don't know if I'm feeling it, or it's I look beautiful though. I think, you know what's throwing me off? It's the lashes. Cause I think one of them, this one's just off and weird, and it's just, whatever. I don't want to spend this whole video talking about myself and a lash and X, Y, and Z, so we'll continue. Okay, so then, okay, let's breathe in, breathe out, let's restart the energy, okay? So Adam's on the bottom, he spills the tea, that's why. So then they end up he basically ends up trying to explain himself and trying to be oh, you guys should accept me back into the Alliance and X, Y, and Z. But what something that is to note is that with this, I can't. So it cuts to the Dakal tribe, which is the red tribe right now, and basically Yul, Sophie, Nick, Wendell are all working together, and Tyson is starting to pick up on this, so he's trying to you know, tell Sarah, he's hey, or not Sarah, Sandra, because he's if we don't unite, then they're gonna take us out one by one because it would be a numbers game at that point. So, but Sandra's having none of it because Tyson targeted her, so she's well, why should I trust you? Because you know what I mean, it's you're targeting him, or he was targeting her, sorry. So we go back to 15 minutes into the show. We go to Edge of Extinction, and there they get the tree mail, and basically it says that all of them are have the opportunity to get a fire token, but if sorry. So everyone at Exile Island, or not Exile Island, everyone at the Edge of Extinction has the opportunity to get a fire token. But in order to receive that fire token, they have to do 20 trips and get 20 pieces of log from up in the mountain all the way down to their camp. Which sounds easy in theory, but they have to like hike, and like it's like, oh girl, like how they did it was like, it was like more than like running a marathon, but they were all doing it. So then we have like Natalie, Ethan, Danny, Amber. Those 4 people are up, like, you know, they all complete the task, which thankfully. But there is like, but I did write down some notes, and some of the notes that I did write were that Natalie was a beast through it, and she's my girl. She's my like contender to win. I stan her. Hopefully she wins. Hopefully she gets back. But not only that, but then Ethan also had like a segment, because it was all like super emotional and super like, I liked it actually. I'm not typically like too big into emotions, but like the fact that they touched on his like story and fighting cancer and like all of that, and then it was just like, you know, like the moral of the story in that whole segment was like, don't ever give up where you're coming from or like where you've been, you know, just take it like one step at a time. And what was really cute was that like his tribe mate, or not his tribe mates, but all the other castaways helped him with like, went with him up the mountain to retrieve the last piece of wood, which I think was like, it was good sportsmanship. And it was like, he also had like problems, like medical problems, so it was all overall a good segment. It's like a good way. Yeah, I loved it. So moving on, which leads us to the other show. So they like cut right back to Tikal. So Tikal, Adam is like literally did like a 180, and now he's like trying to help everyone at the tribe, and you know, like making coconut soup or whatever, and like, you know, just trying to save his own ass, and like trying not to like ruffle any feathers because he doesn't want to go home. But what I thought was really interesting was that he didn't want to work with Poverty or Rob anymore. So then, because Rob approaches him and he's like, so would you want to work with us, da da da. But then Adam's like, no, I don't want to work with you guys. I would rather stay with my alliance. So then Rob does like a 180 and goes and tells Michelle, and then Ben and all of them, he goes and tells them that Adam was actually still like, you know, being a double agent, which was a lie, but according to, you know, rumor has it, it wasn't, because he had already like spilled the tea previously. So then they kind of throw him under the bus so they can save themselves for like one other vote. So let's continue. So then that makes Adam the main target. So we go to the, then we fast forward to the challenge. And in the challenge, like, it was basically Adam's, like, whatever, hold on. Adam's segment or episode or whatever. Because, like, his team couldn't get, like, none of, like, the little jumping things to get, like, the beanies or whatever, the bags. So then, so basically, Adam can't get like that, and it takes him like time after time after time after time. So basically, you think that the Blues gonna win because they're like super ahead. They're like already at the puzzle, and they're starting to like, you know, do the puzzle. And then out of nowhere, like Tikal just comes out of like nowhere, and they beast it. And then at the end, Adam like literally helps. Because he did that, he was saved. Like, he knew his ass was on the line if he did not help them win the challenge, which he did, thankfully, and he's safe again. So then that leaves Adam is the main target. So yeah, Adam wins immunity for the blue team, which is also Selene. So because they win, then Tikal, the red tribe, has to go to tribal council that night. And in that tribe, Sarah and Tyson were getting close, and Sarah did not want to vote Tyson out. And there was very few targets, because Tyson wanted to target Nick, because he wanted to target all the people that were out, but because he had targeted Sandra earlier in the series, Sandra was not having it. She was not buying what he was trying to sell. And because of that, Sandra voted with the 4 unassociated and no connections free agents. That's what I guess that's what they're being called, are free agents. So Sandra was like, okay, I'm gonna work with free agents and I'm gonna get you out because I don't trust you. So then we go to tribal council, and then basically Tyson is blindsided, and then but Tyson's target was Nick because like apparently he didn't contribute to like at the tribe or anything, you know. But I'm glad Tyson went home. I mean, I feel like it's a good thing for them to start getting people that are really connected and have played and know each other. I mean, if I was in their shoes, I would do the same thing. So then when Tyson gets voted, it's basically a blindside. He was like, oh, I should have seen this coming, but I didn't, so it's my fault, you know? But once that happens, what I thought was actually noteworthy was that Tyson gives his fire token to Nick, which was the person responsible basically for getting him eliminated, because they both kind of like started having this beef because they were like, well, targeting each other. And then that's the conclusion for episode 4. Episode 5 just came out last night and I watched it. Ooh, girl, the tea was hot for that one. So I think hopefully I'm like, I don't know, I feel like so down right now. But like, it's okay. We're here and we're trying it, you know? And I apologize if this, I don't know, I feel like this video is so off, but I just think it's because like I'm in like a very like off place right now. I look beautiful though, like this like little tube dress is cute too. But thank you for watching. My name is Ursula.